I found lubricant and a certain blue blister pack in my wife's tote. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I swapped them with something memorable. A few days later, my wife and her coworker came home lit up neon green. But that wasn't even the worst part. Name's Riley, 35. I fix laptops in a small Connecticut town where the biggest scandal is Mrs. Henderson's lawn hitting too shaggy on the neighborhood Facebook meter. I spend my days rescuing hard drives clogged, with cookie crumbs and mystery toolbars, which is to say, I'm trained to spot when the story and the evidence don't match. That morning, I'm hunting for my keys and dig through my wife Sasha's tote, gum wrappers, Target receipts, a lip gloss army, and land on a sleek little bottle that does not belong to our dusty nightstand history. Next to it, blue pills neither of us needs. We stopped the baby discussion 3 years ago. So why the party favors? I put everything back exactly where I found it. That cold tech support calm slid in. Problem identified. Now for the solution. Sasha breezes in that night all, might work late tomorrow, big team thing. The thing about cheaters, they think deception is innovation, but cheaters are users who never clear their cache. Credit card pings, calendar blocks that don't block, the GPS history that writes its own memoir. Could I confront her? Sure, but 15 years of tech support taught me, never show your cards until you know the whole system. 45. 0355, surveillance, 101, clean. Next day, her off-site. Lands not at a conference center, but at the Summit Inn off I-84, the kind of place that looks respectable from the road and hourly from the back lot. I park behind a landscaping truck with a camera that's definitely not my phone, and watch Sasha in a dress I've never seen, him in a silver Porsche, Victor, office legend, serial team builder. They laugh up the stairs to room 224 like they've done this 12 times. An hour and change later. Hair smoothed, tie adjusted, a kiss, and they peel out. Evidence secured. But this wasn't about gotcha photos anymore. I wanted the whole network map. Day 2. I rent the room directly below theirs. Tape a tiny digital recorder to the ceiling. Pro tip about humans, nobody looks up. The bed squeaks, the soundtrack fades, and the post-game commentary begins. He's predictable, Sasha says. I swear he thinks romance is backing up my laptop. Victor laughs like a borrowed Rolex. What's the long-term plan? Maybe I figure out how to get out without losing the house. Be ashamed to walk away from all that. They plan a future in a whisper. I lay on a scratchy bedspread 12 feet below and realize I've never felt more awake. Look, I'm not proud of what comes next, and I don't recommend it. But I am honest. I made a choice. No violence, no destruction. Just a vivid, humiliating truth bomb. I swapped her bottle with a harmless, impossible-to-miss dye and added a sting that would turn bad decisions into immediate regrets. Narrative justice, not a how-to. Seriously, don't do this. Friday, 4:17 p.m. Sasha calls, voice strained. Can you come get me? I'm at the Summit Inn. I arrive to a parking lot, tableau painted by a petty god. Both of them are soaked in brilliant green. Sasha's mouth is a cartoon blue. Victor looks like he sprinted through a pepper factory and lost the race. Hotel staff hover, bystanders record. Chemical accident, she wheezes. At a business meeting. Uh-huh. Right. I wrap my seats in towels, load them up, and drive to urgent care while the internet drafts its captions in real time. My cousin texts a link, a live stream titled Green Co-workers Work Trip. Comments are savage. Shares are multiplying. 7:05, 07:55, the call. Saturday morning, the phone rings. Victor, croaky, furious. I know what you did. That was assault. Assault? I say, sweet as simple syrup. You're accusing me of tampering with an item how to put this, were using with my wife? On the record. Silence. Then, we're meeting. 2 o'clock. Your porch. Perfect, I say. Sunny day. Great acoustics. Wonderful neighbors. He shows up still green at the edges, red in the eyes, dressed like the lost and found box at a gym. Mrs. Alvarez across the street pretends to garden with the intensity of ESPN. Victor tries to loom. You sabotaged that lubricant. Lubricant? I repeat. With my wife? He throws the Hail Mary. We were having an affair. Okay? For months! You set us up! Doorbell camera blinks its little LED. I wave. Say hi to the internet, Victor. He staggers off. Mrs. Alvarez gives me a thumbs up like I just hit a walk-off. Monday, 2 officers stop by. Mr. Hale alleges chemical tampering, they say, trying not to smirk. Do you have any evidence he was where he shouldn't be? I play the porch confession, loud, clear, self-incriminating. One-party consent state, my front steps, my camera. The junior cop actually chuckles. The senior one snaps her notebook shut. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Grant. I call my high school buddy Dave, now a divorce lawyer with a predator's smile. He listens to the motel audio, the porch, confession, watches the viral clips. He almost falls out of his chair laughing. Riley, he says, this is a legal piñata. Let's start swinging. We file. Fault-based. Adultery. Evidence for days. Dave drops a packet on the table thick, enough to chalk a semi. Timestamps, photos, transcripts, confession, the police report Victor filed against himself. Victor's firm? Morality clauses are real. The partners see the neon highlight reel from the Summit Inn and accept his immediate resignation for personal reasons. Rumors swirl. Other women come forward about his mentoring. Sasha tries one last performance piece at the kitchen table. Tears loaded, apologies queued, then a Hail Mary pregnancy fake that crashes into the brick wall of her medical history. When I quote her piece of furniture line from the recording, the color drains from her face. You recorded us? I recorded me learning the truth, I correct. And your boyfriend recorded himself. We offer terms. I keep the house, the shop, the savings, the retirement. She keeps her car, her clothes, and the Instagram quotes about growth. Her newbie lawyer asks for 50-50. Dave plays Room 223 and remixes of Shame. They accept our terms by Friday. Judge Morrison flips through the evidence like a bored librarian who's seen it all. He hasn't seen this. He grants everything we asked for. Advises Sasha to seek counseling to address the decision-making processes that led to this situation. Translation: the court recognizes premium-grade foolishness when it sees it. The internet moves on, but legends stick. Around town, brilliant green becomes shorthand for when the truth finally shows up in high definition. The Summit Inn leans into the publicity with a fresh set of curtains and a wink. Victor disappears to some place with eternal sunshine and short memories. Last I hear, he sells something, houses, maybe apologies. Sasha stays local. Her circle shrinks. She posts quotes about healing. Every few months, a stranger recognizes her from that video. The internet is forever. Small towns are longer. 6 months later, my life is quieter and wider. The shop's busy. Apparently, people like hiring the guy who solves problems without smashing things. I lift with Omar, eat cereal for dinner without judgment, and visit my folks on Sundays. I run into Sasha once, frozen dinner aisle. She says she's sorry. I believe she is. It doesn't change the ending. Peace has a color. I've decided. Not blue like pills or red like rage. Peace is brilliant green, the color truth wears when it finally refuses to be hidden.